there's a power dynamic all around the world and in all different situations. It's just interesting to take it into the bedroom. And a lot of people will tell me I don't have any fetishes or kinks, and then we can sit down and have a conversation. I'm starting to go, yeah, you do, just a little, but you do. I think everybody, has something that turns them on. So.
And so it's that power play that kind of turns into sexual energy? How does that transfer?
Yeah, I mean, it can. I mean, not always. You can, go see a professional dominatrix, or there's people that just have, relationships where they're like a mentor and a mentee, and there could be a power dynamic there without, sex involved as they're teaching someone else and leading them. Um, but yeah, it can turn into, sex. There's all kinds of fetishes around, sex too, and stuff like that. You could get into something that's known as cuckolding, which is in in common terms, most people understand it as it is a husband who likes to watch his wife have sex with another man, and that he gets off on that either because of the humiliation he might experience during that, of the power dynamic of watching him not have power over, even though it's consensual, the idea of like another man kind of like taking his woman, and watching that power dynamic. So that's an example of like a sexual experience that involves a power, dynamic and stuff. So, but there's lots of
That is
different ones.
so crazy. I'm over here and I'm like, why would you want somebody else to have sex with your wife? But people like that.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy is subjective,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
But where do you think that stems from? Like, how did you find BDSM? Was it something
Oh,
you kind of just stumbled into and were like,
it
oh, okay, I like this?
we had this conversation the other day about how fetishes get born, and in all different ways. So there's a whole society out there that's all about like medical fetishes, and
Like
so yeah, yeah,
medical equipment?
yeah, medical equipment. They get into
Oh, is that like the latex? Like people like to get dressed up in latex?
Latex is kind of, yeah, another type of fetish, that's often seen in medical fetish, like photography and stuff like that. But medical fetishes usually include like, I got body casted one time from head to toe, like wrapped in a body cast, and then they like tortured me, and then they like cut the body cast off of me. It was for a photo shoot that I was doing, and stuff. So there's people, let's say maybe, you go into the hospital, you've broken your leg, this hot nurse is in there, helping you take care of your cast and whatever, and maybe there is some transference that goes on where you find yourself attracted to the nurse because she's your care provider or whatever. And then, you just go home and kind of that spins for you of like, oh, that hot nurse and the one time. And pretty soon you've developed this kind of mental connection between seeing somebody maybe in a medical uniform that triggers that memory, that triggered that boner, that triggered that one time, and so I think for some people that's how, things develop. You do something one time, and
It
you know
just sticks.
well, you get excited about it, and then, we replay things that are exciting to us, I think, over and over in our head, things that brought us joy, or, whatever. And so it just kind of builds, and then you Google it, and you're on Pornhub, and there's other people doing it, and, so it grows. I don't know. Some people may develop a fetish because of lack of something in their life, maybe. Maybe they didn't feel like they got enough of something from a former partner or whatever. And, so then for, that becomes, that's what maybe pushes that desire to have more and more and more of something. So, I mean, fetishes are born for all different types of reasons, but I think primarily you see something and it excites you, and then you see more of it and it excites you more, and, pretty soon you're down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.